Hey, what's up? Welcome back to Divinity Gems. New week, new reading. This is for you coming up this week. Get right into your spread. Let's give it one more final shuffle. There's that unknown card. Bottom of the deck is the King of Swords, and he is in the upright. So good mental logic and clarity going on for you, Aquarius, this week. High Priestess is out first. So this is that magic we make here. Sorcerer is very skilled at what she does. She's the one that makes her dreams come true, makes them a reality by manifesting through her own sort of sorcery. So whatever you've been trying to bring into your life, whatever you've been trying to accomplish, goals, dreams, aspirations, sorcerer energy is the best to have at transforming your life, creating something different out of what you originally were doing, and taking that and using it and turning it into something better. Next card out was the Nine of Cups. So wish fulfillment, wishes, things that we wish for and hope to bring about. Like I said, these two together let me know you're creating and working on something that you want to bring about into your life. With the King of Swords being out as well, very logical about the way you're proceeding, going about, thinking about this new endeavor, what you really want to bring into your life. And then using that sort of High Priestess energy behind it, the mental logic of the King of Swords. I like it. I like it. You're really getting into what you want to do next and how you want to bring it into your life. Hierophant is out next, upright. So just challenging maybe the systems that we grew up with, the belief systems that we have, and going about things a different way this time. Just using our common sense versus the things people have always told us through the years of what we have to do and the way we have to do it. Even the moral way we judge people, all those things have begun to be challenged to me. And the way people go about living their lives now, are these things really what we're going to be holding on to so rigidly, or are we taking the moral of the story at the end of the day? Burden all these things to help us live in harmony and be good people. So I think we're all finding ways to deal with our upbringings and challenge those systems of belief that have just been existent because they are tradition or they've been handed down. And now we're getting into a point where we're doing things that are in our own best interest, that bring us joy, that bring us purpose in our life versus just holding on to those belief systems. So I think all three of these cards are a new endeavor that you are wishing, hoping, trying to bring into your life. And with that type of energy, it's all about your creation of what you want. So you can't go wrong that way. You can't go wrong that way. And hey, if you decide that you want something different, after even manifesting those types of things, you can always change your mind. That's the beauty of free will and choice. You can always change your mind and want to work on something else instead. And I thought that was a good idea. Now I changed my mind. I want to do it differently. I want something different. Or this is what I decided I needed more. Those are those type of wishes. And with these three right here, the wish fulfillment, High Priestess, King of Swords, I think that's such a good energy combo right there to make things happen for yourself. Things that you've been dreaming of, wanting, wishing, hoping. You put the action to it and it's just as good as done. It's something that you deserve and that, is okay to bring into your life. Then I feel like it's going to be successful. Seven of Wands is out, upright next. And this too is a powerful energy to have when trying to make a dream or goal come true. It's just letting you know that anybody that's opposed to you, any energy that's against it, you really do have the upper hand in it to fight against it. Because of the way you went about creating this or wanting this, you thought about it logically. You sat there and you wished for it basically because of the things you knew or the success you felt like it would bring to your life. So Seven of Wands energy just enhances that to me. It allows you to see the story very clearly so that you know how to attack, which way to go about it. And having the upper hand lets me know you're going to be successful at it. Nine of Pentacles is out. So this dream or endeavor could be related to money, with the Nine of Pentacles being out, and just how you want to build up your comfortable surroundings around you in life. Where you want to be at foundationally. So your home environment, I see on this, and this card was in reverse. So this is what I do feel like you're lacking and what you're trying to bring about with all of this wish fulfillment here at the top. So yeah, with this card, I'm just seeing her pentacles built all the way up to the top of a firm foundation that she has, that beauty all around her. So she's very comfortable in her surroundings, and it was in reverse. So this is what you're trying to bring in. Maybe this is what you're hoping for, to just set yourself up in a more stable place. Again, with the Hierophant being out, about our systems, our schooling, the things that we do, institutional like that. Just systems that are set into place, such as school or church, things like that. So I feel like that has a relation to it, a correlation a little bit to just how you feel, or where you feel like you should be in life at this point. Sometimes we feel like by a certain age we should have a certain amount of money in the bank and a certain setup for the future of our retirement at a certain age. So things like that come into play when I see the Hierophant card, just the way we grew up and what we grew up believing. But definitely I feel like this new endeavor that you are embarking upon is to stabilize the foundation in some type of way. So your home environment, how you live, the quality of living, who you're there with to a certain extent. So there's two birds up there. And everybody seems to just be in a joyful state, but it's an accomplished state. It's accomplishing some things that you haven't, or you felt like you haven't accomplished in your life as of yet, that you want to. Like I said, by a certain age, I want to be here. I want to be stable here. So I do think this one is a home endeavor. Just how you want to build up your surroundings of where you are foundationally. Just making them more comfortable. Even home improvements happen over the Nine of Pentacles cards to me. Possibly putting some work into the home or changing your home around to make it look, sometimes you just need to change the scenery. So new furniture, things like that, I can see happening for you this week. The Temperance is in reverse as well. So your balance, I'm just trying to juggle it all together. I do believe when you're trying to go after something new like that, and it is about the foundation or structure in some sort of way, your home, a job, building up things in a different type of way. So to build them up again, to me, they had to fall at some point before that. And now you're rebuilding, starting over. This is when the wish comes back out. Okay, what do I want now? Then I make my wish on the Nine of Cups, and I go about it with these energies I have behind me. So High Priestess energy, King of Swords energy, Seven of Wands energy. You were going after this goal or endeavor to build a new foundation, or to make yourself feel comfortable, solid in your stability in your life. So then it can cause a lot of, just juggling back and forth, which is the only reason I feel like the Temperance card is in reverse. So just keep in mind that you want to stay balanced. You want to remain balanced whenever you're trying to work on something new, to bring it in, because your energy is what dictates, how well things manifest in our life, your energy. So the actions we take, the thought that we put into it, whether or not we're thinking negatively about it, or having just doubts or fears that can be blocking the energy flow to making the positive occur, making it actually manifest in our life. So just be careful on your balance. Make sure that you don't overwhelm yourself while working on this too much. Also, see, like putting your eggs all in one basket. Leave yourself some options, so that if this one does not work out, you didn't put all of your eggs in one basket, so you can rebuild in different ways. Everything doesn't have to be just this one goal, this one dream, and we stick to it and we do it only that way, and we expect only those outcomes. So just leaving options open for yourself, always making sure that you do have the upper hand with the Seven of Wands, so because that can flip very easily just in our thinking. The way you get up and think that next day can have an effect on it. So just being careful with those type of energies this week. The Unknown card is out. I'm going to save that for last. Page of Swords is out in reverse. So she is getting to know herself in a way, in a new type of way. When we have these new endeavors, it shows us what we're made of. I feel like the Page of Swords definitely gets to know who she is and is learning herself, and as a whole, she's learning who she is. But she's still leading with that sword, which is with us air signs. Leading with that sword is leading with that tongue sometimes. It's leading with our mental and our logic, which sometimes comes out as telling people off. So with that and being in reverse, maybe you're holding your tongue right now while you're going through these things and dealing with people in these matters, which is probably a good idea. If you're rebuilding, you don't want to put any type of negative energy. And with the King of Swords being out, I know that your logic and your mental clarity is there. So you're thinking clearly about this new endeavor and what you want to do. Page of Swords could be just minor arguments with someone. But like I said, just getting to know yourself, learning different ways about yourself that you may not have paid attention to before this. So just getting to know yourself in a lot of different ways when we work on different things, especially new things that test our anxiety, test our patience, test our inner strength sometimes. Just our attitude of overall how we feel about ourselves. Words and truths come out when we're having little arguments with people. So that type of energy, along with the temperance being in reverse, could be possible situations this week that can come up for us just where we feel off balance or we want to get into arguments with people because you're really passionate about this new endeavor. I see it's something that you want. Knight of Wands is out upright as well. So I feel like this is an endeavor that you're passionate about. It's something that you really, really want to bring into your life. And maybe you didn't have the confidence in yourself at first. When I'm looking at the Knight of Wands face, he's just a little bit like, I'm ready to go do this. And he's leading with that jewel, which is the inner work. He's done some inner work on himself where he has the confidence that he feels like he can go out into battle and accomplish it. But just the look on his face is a little bit just insecure. And that he's worried. Though he's strong and confident, he's just got a little worry on him. To me, the Knight of Wands is that guy that's getting over the doubts and worries in his head, the preconceived ideas that he can't do it. That maybe you've had since childhood with the Hierophant being out. Maybe you've had them a long time with people not believing in themselves around you. And then that translates to us not believing so much in ourselves and our abilities of what we can accomplish and bring into our life. But with the Nine of Wands energy being out, as well as the Knight of Wands, as well as the Seven of Wands being out, I feel like you're going to have enough drive, enough passion to make this happen for yourself. It's something you really want. It's something that you've been wishing for. So I think you do have enough fire behind it to make it happen. You definitely thought it out very well. You thought it out very well. And though there could be some balance issues in the middle of it, I do see this being a successful endeavor for you because of the road you took. This is an unknown card. I just stare into it and see, just overall what I see. Definitely a change coming for you. Something that enables you to have more freedom. And it's a new pathway for you. It's a new pathway that's lit. I see a new road that is leading you down a new pathway, but definitely for freedom, for something that you felt like you couldn't do before. You were definitely feeling held back from this goal or dream of yours that you wanted to go after. And I'm just seeing a new pathway lit for you. A new pathway lit. And it is a change from light to dark, which is, from something that was in darkness to now it's a lit road for you. Basically to go down a road that you didn't even know was there until this light came on. And now that this light is on, you see clearly that that's the road you want to go down. And that's the road that's overall going to lead you to your freedom and happiness. That's why you wished for it. That's why you wished for it. Let's get some clarifiers out, but that's what I'm seeing so far, Aquarius. I'm seeing this new goal, new endeavor. You're setting up this thing you wished for. Structural, foundational, could be a new home, new stability, even in a relationship. But I really wasn't seeing love out here in this regard. I'm seeing more material stability, wealth, foundational build. So job wise, just when I said that, here's the Two of Cups. So it is a foundation, maybe for some of us, for our family. We're setting up a home situation to me with this Nine of Pentacles. It's definitely a home foundation or situation, or just stability, a stable situation in general. Yeah, and there's the money again out with the Queen of Pentacles, the material attachment as well. So if the material attachment for some of us does involve making and maintaining or building or rebuilding a home for our families to be more comfortable in as well. Two of Cups is just love. It's a type of soulmate connection of love to me. It's a deeper love than just I want to date somebody. So this is a foundation to me with someone else as well. For some of us that are single, it's building up that stable foundation or home for yourself, job for yourself, money in the bank, retirement fund, that type of structural foundation. For others, it is building up that structural foundation so that we can maintain and bring in love or have a happier connection with the person that we're already with. And the Queen of Pentacles is back to that same feel of material stability, trying to bring in some good things in the home, on the home front. That's what I'm seeing overall. Let's get a clarifier for the Hierophant being out. The Empress comes out in reverse. I wanted to take that next card as well. The Seven of Swords was out. So just guarding against like mental, us being in our heads too much about things sometimes. Just it's a game sometimes that we do to ourselves where we logically just rethink things and we're fired up one minute and the next minute we have those little doubtlets that come back. Like, was this a good idea? Am I going to be able to do it? Those types of energies with the Seven of Swords, just little mind games that we play with ourselves sometimes when we're in our head too much, especially as air signs. We're just guarding against those type of things with that because he's being played with mentally in this card to me with these birds, just playing keep away with him with his sword. So guarding against staying in your head too much about it, worrying about the outcome over it. If you thought it out well already, I think it's going to just be about the effort that you put into it. How much you believe in yourself and this endeavor is how, quickly or how well it manifests in your life. Emperor is out. The Nine of Swords did pop out as well. I think this is just the same thing as that, the Five of Swords that was out before as well. Just staying in your head. Oh, Seven of Swords. There it is. The Nine of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Just staying in your head a lot about it mentally. We don't want to do that to ourselves. You made a good plan. You thought about it logically. And it's just about putting the action behind it and believing in it at this point. If it's something that is going to work for you or is supposed to work for you, then it will. The Moon card is out. We do have a new moon. I want to say on the 12th, the 11th, or the 12th coming up. So just new endeavors, new beginnings come out with the Moon card. Paying attention to our subconscious, our dreams, little subtle things, our intuition, just messages that we receive in different ways. So that could be playing out for you as well, just having dreams about things and just pay attention to the symbols in it. And your dreams sometimes give you answers that we're not even paying attention to. Eight of Swords. So believing we're in a tight spot sometimes. And just knowing that we're not is always worse than it looks sometimes when we're trying to move mountains and accomplish things and bring new endeavors into our life. She can get out of that. She can. And anything that comes your way that makes it seem like it's a bump in the road, that it's an obstacle, a new obstacle, that's when we're guarding against this Seven of Swords and Nine of Swords energy that's staying in our heads, this mental game where one minute we're all confident and the next minute we're scared it won't happen. And that's normal human. When you make a wish upon a star, that's basically what she did. So when you're making those type of wishes, it's something that you really want. So it's very easy for those fears to come creep back in and be like, oh, what if it doesn't work out? Because it's something that we want so bad. with the Nine of Pentacles, look, just those pentacles there, that comfortable surrounding, the beauty around the foundation. This is what I know you're desiring, what you want to bring in. And for others of us, is that love soulmate connection. So, and then for others, these two go together. So it's the foundation with the love, with the person that we're with, that we're trying to work on, that we're trying to build it. So yeah, all the mental logic is there. The creativity is there with the High Priest is there. The creativeness to bring in and manifest. The Emperor was out. So I feel like you have everything you need, Aquarius. You have everything you need to accomplish this goal, including the firepower behind it, the upper hand. You're on the flying dragon. You can handle anybody that's trying to attack you in any kind of way from up there. You got it. And then the Knight of Wands being out as well with his energy, and just learning to believe in himself and learning that he's powerful from the inside out, so he can proceed courageously on this endeavor because he knows who he is on the inside. Got mental clarity out. Like I said, I get the balance being in reverse. It's just because I feel like it's a new endeavor that you're trying to put all your effort in to bring it about. So sometimes that does throw us off balance. Make sure at some point that you do regroup this week, and just don't get yourself, like I said, in your head again. Make sure you're finding that balance, because the more centered you stay, the more positive energy can flow into your life. So you want to remain balanced when you're trying to bring about new endeavors or new foundations, create new structures. Balance is very important on those. Like in her card, she's putting out the fire, putting out her cup of fire with her cup of water. So that's digging in where you have this passion at, not letting it overtake you too much when you're trying to do too much and we get overwhelmed. It's about bringing the compassion back into your heart at those moments and remembering who and what you're doing this for. Is it about the greediness of just having, and making others look at us and just be like, ooh, look what they got? Or is it about that love, which I'm believing it's about that deeper foundation for the person that you love and why you want to do this so badly? Why this is so important to you is coming from a loving place to me. So just staying in your head, going against those types of things, and work on your goal, Aquarius, because it's a dream of yours. You deserve to have it. Just guard against petty arguments with people who may just tell us some things we don't want to hear, and we got to have that little moment where we tell them, look, this is my life, and I'm trying to accomplish this by myself, and I didn't ask your opinion, and all that little stuff comes along to me with the Page of Swords being in reverse. Because she speaks from a righteous place. It's just that sometimes she's quick to tell somebody off there, and that's in reverse. So that could play out a couple ways for you, just in anybody trying to argue with you over, what it is you want to try to bring into your life. This is a goal that you're trying to accomplish for you and the person that you love, if that's the case. So another clarifier on Aquarius overall, and then I'm going to still pull you guys Black Moon Astrology card for clarification. Yeah, the Five of Wands is in reverse for you, so no fighting, fear, stress. You're not having it. You're not going to be involved in any of this Page Wands energy, because the hard part and the struggle is going to be pretty minimal for you with this card being in reverse. I think that it was well thought out. I saw that from the beginning. So this new goal that you're working on is going to be successful for that reason to me. It's well thought out. It's not going to be a bunch of opinions and hands in the fire trying to dictate which way this goes. You're going to be able to kind of work alone and maneuver this the way you want to. I see it being for love. Yeah, just work. Right now, you're putting in the work. Seven of Pentacles is out. She's putting in the work, trying to bring in those pentacles. She's gathered a bunch of fruit there, and she's just resting by the tree, taking a break. So yeah, you're putting in work right now, Aquarius. Putting in work on this new goal, this new endeavor. Definitely related to foundation, household, and someone you love. But you're working on it. And I think it's going to be successful. Yeah, Magician at the bottom again. It's creation at this point for you. You're creating and working on something. I'm working on something over here. That's what you're doing. And it's going to be successful, I see. Just going to pull some clarifiers out of the Vision Quest Tarot. I think it's going to be very successful. Let's get overall outcome for this new endeavor for Aquarius and what they are working on. Got completion to come out with the 4 of fire. Same Knight of Wands with the Son of Fire is out. Depletion again. This Ace of Water, that new endeavor, is going to be great. It's going to be great. The Lovers is out, so it is still love related. And the Strength. You're working on this. You're working on it with everything inside of you. This is a goal that came from the inside. Came from the inside. 4 of Water, abundance. So releasing all those old preconceived ideas, as well as on him releasing old preconceived ideas of who told you it couldn't be accomplished, and not believing in yourself, because that inner strength is there. You are now just, you're not caring what nobody thinks. You have inner strength on you to know you can accomplish it. The Star card. Healed from the past wounds. Anything that was a deterrent to you in the past is gone. It's gone. It's completed. Like that part, feeling held back, feeling like you couldn't do it, not believing in yourself. You change that and you're like, why not me? I can go after this. I can go after this. I know who I am. I know what I can accomplish. That inner strength came pouring out. Pouring out. All right, Aquarius. I think that's it. Like you really do know what it is you want to accomplish and how you're going to accomplish it. And you got the right combo of energy behind it. So I just see success for that overall. I see a lot of success for it. Let's get your Black Moon astrology card and wrap up your reading. Sometimes it's just us that is holding us back, not stepping out and not believing in ourselves. There it is. Solar eclipse revolution for you guys coming out. These are not shiny cards, but it looks like a good solar eclipse going on. Let's get the overall brief of this card. 54. The quote is, revolution is actually something that starts in individual hearts. So you guys are ready to, like I said, this was an inner goal. This was an inner endeavor that you were seeking and embarking upon right now. But this card in brief: rapid change in direction or life path, rising to sudden challenges, changes in job or residence, major adjustments in home and family situations, breaking old patterns, being pushed in new directions, self-mastery, working with the shadow, feeling lost, being in the dark, facing what needs to be faced, willingness to reinvent, being thrown off balance, then finding your balance once more, a shakedown, starting a new path, being zapped into awareness, becoming present, being required to awaken, being no longer able to rely upon the familiar. And the 2 of Wands is the corresponding tarot card. I felt that in your reading, like all of this new endeavor on the home, changes in the home front, relationships, that was very apparent in there. What else did it say that I was like, up there? That is too. Life path, home, family situations, breaking old patterns with the Hierophant card being out, breaking old patterns, being pushed in new directions, self-mastery, that work inside, internal work, like I said, with the crystals being out on the Knight of Wands, and then on the other deck, the Son of Fire coming out, working with the shadow. So those things that made us feel held back before, feeling lost, feeling in the dark, facing what needs to be faced, being thrown off balance, then finding your balance once more. Was not that balance card in reverse? And I feel like you're going to change that and bring that back into balance just from trying to do this new endeavor. I felt like that wasn't. So being thrown off, but then finding it, starting a new path definitely is all over your spread. Becoming present, being required to awaken. So just taking on the fact that I can do these things. I'm awakening to the fact that the way people told me or held me back, the belief systems that they gave me were limiting me. And now I can take on a new direction, more bold and more confident, and believe that I can accomplish it. So I think that's going to be a success for you, Aquarius, stepping out here into this new endeavor, for those you love, and for yourself, especially, to believe that you can achieve it and then go after it. That's what it's all about. And then bringing in that success is going to give you a testimony like no other that you're going to take for the rest of your life, feeling accomplished and knowing that the only limits is you. The only limit is you. Nobody else can limit us. If you believe you can accomplish something, then you will accomplish it, and you'll take the actions to go about like you did, thinking about it logically, saying, this is what I want to accomplish, and then taking the steps to accomplish that because the motive was pure. It was pure of heart from the get go. So it can only be successful, in my opinion. But that is, once again, upon you and how you put into it, how much you put into it, and what you give to it to make it return the results you want. Hope you enjoyed your reading. That is your reading for the week. If you want to book a personal reading, my info will be below. Check out Divinity Gems. Got some new content up for the week. Till next time, Aquarius.